Hey, I'm Molly Sims.
And I'm Emma Gormley. We're two girls obsessed with one thing, beauty.
And by that, we mean everything that makes you look
And feel
beautiful.
We're calling on our favorite health experts, industry insiders, and friends to answer all your beauty questions.
With a drink in hand.
Definitely with a drink in hand.
You're listening to Lipstick on the Rim with Molly Sims. So I actually had the pleasure of meeting our guest at one of my favorite little Tracy Anderson / Wise events.
I mean, Tracy is and has been my favorite workout for so long.
She's OG. She's OG. If there's a workout with a 100-person wait list, chances are she's already taken it. You guys are going to love who we have today. If there's a trainer suddenly becoming the next big thing, she probably predicted it 6 months ago. She is the founder of Sweats and the City. That's right, Sweats and the City, one of the original fitness influencers before the fitness and wellness world became the phenomenon that it truly is today. She's tried everything, every class, studio trend. She's not afraid to tell you exactly what she thinks. She has her finger on the pulse for why certain methods and instructors garner a cult following, what active wear the It Girls are wearing, and so much more. Dale Stabler, welcome to Lipstick on the Rim.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be here.
You're like It Girl, fitness girl, influencer girl, wellness girl, all in one. First of all, we love Sweats in the City. You launched it in 2016. Honestly, before everything
You're
was
like an OG.
Yeah.
influencers, matcha, wellness, cold plunging, sauna, dry brushing. How in the world did you get into all of this?
It's so funny because at that time, I thought influencing had peaked. All the girls that I was watching on Instagram were bloggers and they were doing fashion. And I remember I was like, I want to be one of those girls, but fashion is so saturated. So I kind of took a look at my own life and was like, well, what am I obsessed with? And I was obsessed with trying out all the classes in New York City, going to ClassPass. And there was nowhere at the time where there were no reviews online. So I was like, you know what? And my roommate at the time, we would come home from our day of work, talk about the class we took, said, oh, I wish I tried this instructor, or I wish I knew there were showers, or, it's impossible to get into this class. And I was like, why don't we write about it? And slowly but surely started to build a following in the fitness space. We carved out a little space that was ours, where we weren't instructors, but we were analyzing the fitness industry. And from there, Sweats in the City was born.
And I love it because you're reviewing fitness. You're now, it's kind of blown up. You're reviewing wellness, what works, what doesn't work. I love it. I love this niche. I love this area. I think it's so cool because, as you know, every single week there's a new Tracy Anderson. There's a new, magnesium, whatever trend. And then I love that you're kind of breaking it down and telling us what's good and what's not.
What was the first class or studio that you walked into and thought, this is bigger than just a workout?
Well, of course it was SoulCycle. Like it had to.
That was a movement.
SoulCycle was the one that so many studios owe, the whole industry owes everything to, because they really shaped what working out was.
Mm-hmm.
It became an experience. It wasn't just, the at-home videos or going to the gym. They made it into this like cult-like cultural experience. And I think we owe it all to them.
Yeah, I think, just the early days of SoulCycle. And I feel I take a class from Kristen Sudeikis, who has Ford. And I think she's only in New York right now. We're trying to get her to LA. But it feels like going to church, a little bit of meditation, and a lot of dancing. And I come out of there and I'm in such, Amy Griffin actually was the one who turned me on. Like, I'm in such a good mood. And I think it's similar to what you feel when you originally did that first SoulCycle. It's like you're part of something.
Like a spiritual
the energy
experience.
of the room. I love it. I love it. You talked about Tracy Anderson as the pinnacle of having this incredible loyal community. What actually separates a workout from a cult following?
That is the big question, right? All these instructors want to get this cult-like following, but very few have what it takes. And what Tracy Anderson does differently, and what a lot of these top instructors do, is they don't separate themselves from the workout. They embody the workout in everything they do. Everything in Tracy Anderson's studio, she has approved, she has touched. And when you're creating a studio like Tracy Anderson, they know exactly the way that they want you to feel when you walk out of there. It's a feeling. It's an identity. So when you tell your friends or you tell your coworkers, oh, I go to Tracy Anderson, what does that say about you as a woman? And that's really what they're selling. It's an identity piece. And of course, the workout is great. And I think that's the bare minimum. But to go beyond that, there has to be an identity component.
When you really think about it, she's been around for 20 years. And the longevity, I think, is owed to the fact that when you break it all down, her workout actually works. And I think that that is something for my body type, for example. I can bulk up really easily. That always has been my thing. So I've always been nervous about certain workouts because I don't want to have bigger quads. I don't want to have these thick arms. She has mastered, and I don't think anyone else has, that like sinewy dancer body, the small muscles that we tend to overlook. And I think that is what has made her 20 years later still be relevant and more popular than ever, I would say.
And I do think she's evolved. Like I think her workouts have evolved. They've, there is more strength training in there. It's a different, it's always been a full body, but I do think someone who's, almost 5'10", I do think she's kind of realized some of the things that our body can't quite. She's like, no worries. She would have never said that before. I love her. I think her workouts are so good. How do you think women's relationship with exercise has fundamentally changed in the past 10 years?
So I got into this about just over 10 years ago. So I've really seen the shift. When I first started working out, it was all about shrinking, minimizing. The language around fitness was a lot of punishment language. I would go to classes and they'd be like, okay, work off those margaritas, get that summer body. It was very much this culture of let's shrink, the before and afters. And
Barry's boot camp.
And like how many calories can you burn? And then the pendulum swung, especially during the 2019-18 pandemic era, where body positivity was on the rise, and then you couldn't mention anything about aesthetics. So I was, on Instagram, and if I said this is healthy, I would get backlash on that. You can't say something is healthy and it's not. And I understand that because the pendulum always swings and it was going the other direction. And a lot of us women had to heal a lot of what we've learned. And now we're in an interesting space where there's two sides that are coexisting. It's we understand the importance of longevity, gaining strength, bone density, but also with the GLP-1 culture, a lot of people are also shrinking their body. So it's this interesting space where I think women want permission to be like, I care about my aesthetics. I want to look good without feeling bad about it. But also, I understand the repercussions of not thinking about my long-term health. So it's kind of like these two worlds are blending together.
I think women want permission to be like, I care about what I look like and how I feel. And I think that's more top of mind now more than ever.
100%.
Longevity, getting their blood work every 6 months, getting a physical, really clocking what they need to do, whether it's going to your OB or going to your dentist. I think the art of taking care of yourself it's going up. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60s.
I also think just the trend of having, when you said body positivity, I look at my niece, and she's almost 15 years old, and you listen to her talk, and it's definitely, when I was younger, people would be like, oh, you've got a big butt. And now these girls want a big butt.
Right.
And it's just such a different conversation. And I think there isn't that shaming that we had. I mean, Molly and I grew up really in that heroin chic Kate Moss, You
didn't really want a big butt.
You didn't want a big butt. It was I remember Kate Moss saying, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, right? But I think that there is now an embracing of, if you want to be skinny, you go over there and be skinny and happy. If you want to be healthy and muscular, then be that. If you want to have a big old juicy butt, then you go and put implants in for all I care. You know what I mean? I think there's
room in the sandbox for everyone.
everybody.
Agreed. And I also think people are more open about it than ever. But I also saw something interesting lately that was like, skinny used to be the ideal. And now that it's so easy to access, it's becoming less of the ideal because people are like, assume if someone has lost a lot of weight, whether it's true or not, oh, they must be microdosing or they must be on a GLP-1.
I think now there's a lot of shortcuts.
Totally. And then, so they're saying now that the ideal is that strong, muscular, fit body because it's harder to obtain. It signifies that you have luxury access to workouts and the trainers and everything. So it's interesting. It's like whatever is the hardest thing to obtain becomes the quote unquote ideal, which is kind of crazy. But
no, I mean, now they're calling out everybody who's, lost so much weight. They look odd, right? You're like, wait a second, you gotta be careful
Rein it
there.
in a little bit.
We're going to take East Coast and then we'll take West Coast. What is everyone doing on the East Coast? Pilates, Tracy, HIIT, strength. What are we doing?
So East Coast versus West Coast culture, I see the trends always starting over here. The trends are always here and they move there. The intensity is in New York, but the trends are always. So I would say Pilates has definitely peaked. It's still going to be around, but I definitely noticed that it peaked so hard. Everyone and their mother was opening a Pilates studio. And now I would say a lot of them are not going to survive. And definitely a more strength training approach. I'm seeing it being weaved into, previous low impact workouts or just new studios entirely are doing it because strength training was very intimidating for women. Like we don't want to walk into a gym with guys grunting, and we also Barry's doesn't appeal to a lot of us. So there was never
I tried
women's.
Barry's and I don't know why I don't love it.
I don't want to be yelled at.
In like a dark red room, and it
Dark room
screams
is
cortisol.
Like, I don't know. It's just like
Yeah, I did it a bunch right before I got married. I did it a lot. Yeah, but I don't
love the darkness. I don't know.
I'm also not a huge group workout person. I sometimes I like it. There's a workout
sometimes
in my
I like
town.
it, sometimes I don't.
I like Tracy as a group workout.
I did the heated room. Wise did a little thing the other day, and that was great. It was 45 minutes in and out. The trainer was awesome.
I love it there.
I thought it was so good. I was super sore the next day. I'm like, it was really good.
Why do some classes become impossible to book while others that are equally great workouts never ever take off?
Yeah, that is the big question. And I feel like it is a combination of a lot of things. First of all, being good technically and have a good format is the bare minimum. And I think a lot of people can achieve that. You get certified, you learn the method, but taking it to the next level, first of all, a studio can be the coolest, most aesthetically pleasing studio. If you don't have the talent, it's all about the talent. In New York, people will work out in a grungy old basement if the instructor is like the guy or the woman. And
also love a little Isaac boots.
I love Isaac. Remember during COVID, the booty workout?
The booty workout.
I always remember him saying, your butt is going to be so much better after we walk out of quarantine.
I mean.
So yeah, there is this common ground though that I noticed that these studios that know exactly who their customer is, know who they're catering to, and not trying to be everything for everyone. Because I actually consult for a lot of studios and they're like, I don't get it. Why hasn't my studio blown up? They're offering like 10 different formats. The instructors are all good, but they're not great. And I'm sitting here saying like, you've set your studio up like a class pass and there's not one method that's going to keep us hooked.
Right.
What am I going to tell my friends about this? Like if you go to Tracy Anderson, you're going to, oh my God, I tried this workout, and you have a lot to talk about.
You know what method I like out of New York is the Soto method.
Oh, that was a discovery, I gotta say. I knew Hillary.
I get to work out with her in the summers.
She's amazing.
Again, it's a method, right? 30 seconds, 60 seconds. You're going to do it 3 times. Everything she would go, it's so good.
It can scale when it's like repeatable. And I worked out with Hillary when she had just started her method. And I was like, she is going to blow up because it is so clear. She is so good. She had that it factor and she did find that niche. And it's like she has this amazing studio in New York. So Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the weighted vest? Because that kind of blew up. And I swear, if I see one more dog walking mom in my town with a weighted vest, I'm like, this is just everybody's walking around with the weighted vest.
I felt like that when I was pregnant. I was like, I'm working out with a weighted, I'm always got a weighted vest on me.
I have this theory.
He yelled at me. My neighbor yelled at me. She was like, don't be on the treadmill with the weighted vest. I'm like, why? She's like, because it gives you back problems. I'm like, well, I already had back surgery, so we're good.
But literally, I was like, in my head, I'm like, well, when I was 50 pounds heavier, is that the equivalent? And I'd go on a walk. Is that like walking around with a weighted vest back then?
I think it's a little bit of, sure, if you want to use the weighted vest, but similar to when people were walking out with their ankle weights, I just don't think it's necessary.
The ball wrist ones. Everybody, there's always a trend. I mean, that's
always
like the thing.
A trend. Always.
And you really don't know what actually works and what doesn't until you try it.
Summer wedding season is the ultimate style moment. And this year, the dress code is an excuse to actually have fun with it. We're talking one-shoulder necklines with asymmetric hems that move when you walk, sheer chiffon and goddess draping that feels effortless but looks incredibly intentional, and crochet. Not beach cover-up crochet, we mean fine knit Missoni shimmer crochet that reads pure elegance, not poolside. Accessories are all doing the heavy lifting this season. Shell dangle earrings, sculptural mules, stacked gold bangles. And if you're re-wearing a dress, rotate the accessories completely. Bold earrings at one wedding, a structured bag at the next. Same dress, totally different energy. Nobody will clock it. You'll just look that good. Macy's has all of it. The Rachel Roy, the BCBG, the Taylor one shoulders. And if you want a second set of eyes to make sure your look fits the dress code and feels like you, their personal stylists are free to book. Whether you're navigating black tie or pulling something together super last minute, they'll find you the head to toe look. First session comes with 20% off your purchase. Book yours today at Macys.com/personal stylist. Let's be honest, if a routine takes longer than 5 minutes, it's probably not happening. That's why Merit Beauty has become my go-to. Their clean, thoughtfully curated essentials help you get a fresh, polished look in minutes with products you can swipe on, blend with your fingers, and just move on with your day. Merit is a true minimalist brand that makes elevated makeup designed to help you look put together in minutes. And their bestsellers are proof that really less is more. The Flush Bomb gives you that natural, healthy glow without ever overdoing it. One was sold every 30 seconds in 2024. That's how good it is. And then there's the Minimalist, which kind of works like a double duty as both a foundation and a concealer. So you get quick, seamless coverage without ever layering on a bunch of products. 2 steps and you're done. It's time for your makeup to meet the reality of your actual daily routine. And Merit Beauty is exactly that. Right now, Merit Beauty is offering our listeners their signature makeup bag with your first order at meritbeauty.com. That's MERIT beauty.com to get your free signature makeup bag with your first order. meritbeauty.com.
I used to think clean beauty actually meant something, like there were rules or standards. Then I found out any brand can slap those words on a label. So I went looking for something that had receipts. That's when I found OG, and it changed how I think about makeup entirely. It's NSF certified organic, which is one of the most rigorous standards in the beauty industry. In the formula, it's nearly 90% skincare ingredients, including green coffee oil, elderberry extract, and cold pressed jojoba. Ingredients I'd spend real money on. I do also love the Crystal Contour Collection, which is 3 sticks. I like copper for warmth, rose quartz for flush, and opal for that lit from within glow. I can do my whole face in under 5 minutes, and it looks like my skin, but better. It's one of those routines that feels both elevated and effortless. If you're ready to raise your beauty standards, OG's got you covered. Go to OG.com/lipstick and use code lipstick for 20% off. That's OGEE.com/lipstick and enter code lipstick to get 20% off.
You've become a fitness trend forecaster at this point. What's the biggest shift happening in wellness culture?
Well, definitely the peptides. And I think here in LA, like you see that, everyone is, and their mother is on some form of a peptide. And again, the GLP-1 culture, the strength training. So I think it's this, again, permission to allow yourself to be like, I am not ashamed to try something that can better myself. But I'm also noticing the mindset, the nervous system regulation. Like people are very into that, which I think is amazing because they're noticing that so much of the stress, the cortisol, the issues, the allergies or the flare-ups are really, it's a mental journey for a lot of them. And the nervous system regulation, it's like if you're not regulated, so much around you is going to be chaos.
Mm-hmm.
What are you loving workout wise right now?
What's your go-to?
Okay, so that's the thing about me is that, and people ask, how do you have how can you maintain, workouts when you're trying everything? I do try everything. I love a sculpt class, a mat sculpt class with weights. Like I think there is this one workout in West Hollywood that I think it's going to be the next big thing. His name is Gabe, and it's called The Ritual. And this is where the it girls are going right now, okay? Like they are waiting to get into this guy's class. There's like 8 stations, and it's expensive. It's not a cheap class. And I've never seen moves like this before. You're using the hero board a lot. Like it's kind of Pilates inspired. It's this board with 4 wheels. And
so you have to use your core to keep it
so hard
stationary
with the weights, and it's like insane. And I keep saying, I'm like, if I didn't have to review all these studios and I just did Gabe, like I would be a different person. So he is great.
But that sounds intimidating. Like,
it is.
So to me, something like that
doesn't sound intimidating.
Okay, for me, I'm like, I'm going to fall and break my neck on the moving board with the weight.
You do Tracy. She puts you like upside down in a
the
triangle.
Balancing really freaks me out.
It's something that, yes, it is probably one of the hardest workouts of your life. And I would say you should be someone who it's not like new to you. Like
you're not a beginner.
You're not a beginner.
Yeah.
Like you should be frequent with going to workout classes for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is oversaturated right now?
Definitely Pilates.
Yeah.
I think, and also the heat. I gotta say, like,
Do we need the heat? I like the heat. The heat makes my muscle. I mean, but I'm also 90. But like the heat makes my joints feel better.
I like the heat. I'll do 1 to 2 classes a week of heated classes. But I think everyone has been adding heat as like a Band-Aid to be like, try my new heated class. And I'm like, it's not always necessary. I don't want to wash my hair every day. My skin's breaking out. Like once in a while, once a week, but every day.
Use my X pads.
Okay, well.
No, it's true. I'm telling you, that sweat, all that.
Yes, it's true.
LA versus New York, the workout cultures are very different. If you had to describe what each city's vibe, what's California or LA versus the city, what would it be?
I mean, New York is way more intense. Like I remember back in the day going to a class and people are like, are you staying for the double? Like that was the vibe.
Soul Cycle doubles.
Soul Cycle doubles.
Tracy doubles.
Yeah.
It was intense. And you cannot get into a workout class there. Like it's limited. It's harder to get into. It's definitely more intense. The women, the men are way more obsessive about workouts there. I would say in LA, there's definitely more options. They're ahead of the game in terms of workout technology. Like, I don't know if you remember Rise Nation back in the day, but like they're the first to adapt like those kind of workouts. Everything, it's like everything gets tested out in LA. But the women and men who go, it's a little more relaxed. They're kind of like, I'll do a 30-minute or a 45-minute class. I'll go for a hike. It's not as intense. So you see the difference of the intensity. Like in New York, it's impossible to get into classes. And here there are waitlisted classes, but it's not like New York.
It's a very different vibe. It's almost the energy of each city. You go to New York, you're immediately tense. Everything is go, go, go. Whereas here, I remember being like, oh, like we used to hike Runyon Canyon. Remember?
Yes, we always.
That was our walk.
I know.
With the Poupette and Chloe.
Mm-hmm. We crushed.
We would literally we'd walk and be like,
fun.
and then we'd go get a green juice.
Yeah.
But that's it's a lifestyle thing.
We went to, it's funny, I went by there. I was in West Hollywood next to Holloway Cleaners.
The Cleaners. I was just going to say the Cleaners, dry cleaners.
What's the
green juice? Was it not Sun Life? Was it?
No.
What's Earth Bar?
Earth Bar. That's right.
God, I loved it.
Yeah.
By the way, they still have an excellent, like I always go and buy things I'm never going to take. I did it in my 20s and my 30s, but it's like, we did it. I loved it.
But that to me is the very definition of the difference, right? It's just like.
I also think here you're seeing like these wellness centers pop up, like these gyms that now have a coffee bar, a matcha bar, a steam, a sauna. Like I do think you're seeing like, it's not just the workout anymore.
And because people have the time. Like it's, a lot of people say in LA, like, everyone has a job and no one works. Like no one knows what anyone does, right? The workout class is at 11, it's full, and it's like what's happening? So they're going to places. They're
it's like the 405. Where are you going? How are you so busy at 2 a.m. in the morning? Like,
right. If you go to Cannon for lunch at 12 p.m. on a Tuesday, it's like everyone's we don't know what anyone does. Like, but they're all doing the wellness things. And they're going to the remedy places and going through the hyperbaric chambers and the cold plunges, and it's definitely more of a thing here.
I had her do the hyperbaric.
I
did it too.
I loved it.
For healing.
Me too. Did you like it?
I did. I mean, I'd had an under eye surgery, so I was trying to get my healing and my bruising to go away as fast as possible, and I think it really, really helped.
It's like you're going into a spaceship.
Totally.
And
a coffin.
Yeah,
with
literally.
oxygen.
And then you're like watching Netflix, and I'm like, okay, this is great. It's supposed to bring oxygen to your body.
It was good.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that happens with a lot of women is that, we can jump on a trend, jump on a bandwagon, but then sometimes we miss out on consistency. And so I think that one of the things that becomes really hard for a lot of women is staying consistent and that mentality that more is better. How do you approach that?
So I really think that a lot of the marketing and a lot of what we've been taught is like this one thing is going to change your life, right? And we get so fixated on, okay, this one supplement or this one wellness ritual is going to move the needle. And that's it. Once I figure this out, once I take my creatine, once I do this, like I'm going to be this person. And the truth is, it's really just like the basic habits you do every day. And it's like, if you're not, first of all, if you don't have the 3 pillars of like sleep, eating well, and exercising, like this supplement isn't going to change your life. Like you have to have these 3 things nailed down first. And I always say the best workout is really the one you do, because if you're punishing yourself or pushing yourself to go to a workout that you dread, you're going to burn out and be like, oh, this isn't for me. And it's like,
you stop doing it.
Yeah. But if you're going to build this into you have to understand the like maintenance. And if you're trying to lose weight and get in shape, it's a lifelong thing. So if you think that like you can go really hard and then just relax for the rest of your life, like it's not going to happen. So the people that are the most fit, the most in shape, the healthiest, they're doing habits every day, little
Also,
habits.
Get outside and walk.
Yeah.
I mean,
walking is the best thing.
With the vest or without the vest, just walk, get out. It also helps with your serotonin. It helps with your levels. It also just clears your head. Has becoming a mom changed how you work out?
100%. First of all, I get up at 5:30. I never thought I'd be a morning person, but I do my 6 a.m. workout. But it really showed me that a workout doesn't need to be this hour outside of the house. Like you can get your movement in 10 minutes. You can get your movement in 30 minutes. It's especially when I was in the early days, the thick of it, like just a little movement can totally shape how the rest of your day is. And I used to think, oh, I have to work out. And now it's like, if I get my workout in before I take care of my kids, I show up differently. I'm so much better. And I just feel like it affects everything around me. So I know it's like part of my survival.
So what is that 6 a.m. workout when you wake up at, with your kids at home?
So I usually am out the door by like 5:45, and I do go to a class. Like this morning I went to P-Volve and I do my 6 a.m. workout. But it's not, my kids are sleeping through the night, and I know that's not for every mom every season. Like I have friends that their kids aren't sleeping. So it's like, okay, don't go off of 2 hours of sleep and then go to a workout. That's not happening. Like sleep in, get your sleep, and then find 10 minutes a day where you can do, planks or like a 10-minute YouTube video or something. So that's, I would say, is like also analyze the season you're in of motherhood, because I think it's very easy to look at a wellness influencer online without kids and be like, oh, I have to do this 10-step routine and this workout and the red light mask. And it's like, if you're a mom, you don't have the same hours in a day.
What's the best kept secret right now in terms of wellness?
Okay, so I don't know if this is a little more beauty.
I love.
But I did exosomes under my eyes. It was the best thing. I had dark circles and I went to a plastic surgeon and he injected it. And I don't know if it's like fully approved or not, but I really wanted to fix my under eyes, and I was like, it's so dark. And he was like, I'm so anti-filler. So he did the exosomes, and I was like, oh my, your
under eye looks
great.
amazing.
Thank you. I mean, I have makeup on, but it really did change the game. It's definitely not wellness, but it's more
wellness,
beauty.
mind and body.
It's mind and body.
I love that one.
What is the craziest wellness treatment you've ever done?
Or what do you want to do?
What
I want to go to
what's
Korea.
the craziest? Yeah.
I do too. And I have a friend who goes to Korea every like 6 months and does all the treatments. I would say probably for my skin, I did the salmon sperm, the nano needle.
How was that?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Did it work?
And my skin was glowing. And I'm going to go back and do it. I really did like
Where'd
the
you
salmon
do
sperm.
it?
There's this woman who is on Wilshire. She has like a room in her office building called Beyond Facials LA. And it doesn't look like anything fancy, no spa, but she has the latest treatments. She's like, you want to try PDRN? You want to try salmon sperm? I just like let her do her thing. I'm going to her in 2 weeks. I don't even know what she's going to try for me then. But it's just like me and her. And I'm like, I don't know if this is legit, but somehow my skin is glowing. And she's very conservative. Like if she knows that my skin has been like inflamed, she won't push it, but she has all the new treatments. It's like the Korean skincare.
Skipping your birthday and going
Yeah.
there.
But I do want to go to Korea and try like
Dying
all
to
the,
go to
and
Korea.
I
Everything.
love a Japanese head spa. Oh, well,
What's a Japanese
oh my
head
gosh,
spa?
you
I only know
guys,
the Korean
okay.
ones.
There's a bunch in LA.
Is it shiatsu? Is that what it's?
I don't know, but there's Head Spa NEN in Beverly Hills, and
Head
there's
Spa
another one
EN.
and it's an hour and a half. You go in this place, and there's a special sink, and they show you with a camera your scalp and like all the buildup, and they do a whole detox for your head, and your scalp is like stripped of. It's so clean after.
We're taking the girls too.
And then they blow dry your hair after, and it's like the straightest it's ever been. And you feel so clean, and it's like this whole, you get the massage, like imagine a massage when you get your blowout, but like for an hour.
Oh no, I'm doing it.
Yeah, so that is the best thing
Hold on, I
ever,
gotta
and
get
I think
out
it's
my
better
phone.
than a
One
massage.
second.
Wait, when are we doing this?
You guys need
Can
to
we do
go
it tomorrow?
I think it's like $150 for like
It could be
90
$1,000,
minutes.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
we're in. Do we have time tomorrow? What's a wellness trend that's the most underrated? The one most people tend to overlook, but actually makes a real difference.
I mean, I think the sleep is most important.
I
That's what I
need
was gonna
help
say.
then.
Okay, so I will say this, and I'm not even like trying to push, but the 8 sleep has changed my life.
I just got it.
I just keep hearing
I
about it.
literally just
Okay, so you
got
just
it.
wait. You just wait.
I just started it, and honestly, it's helping me.
It's
And also the mattress, can I tell you, because I sleep with Gray, Scarlett, and just whoever's in my bed, but they're like, this mattress is amazing, Mama. I was like,
Is it a
I
topper
know.
or the
A
whole
topper.
mattress?
It's a topper.
yeah, it's incredible, and like especially
I
if
need
you're
one.
postpartum
You can sleep with me.
or pregnant, like all my friends like, oh my God, wait for the night sweats. I never had the night sweats because I put it down to like -10, and I was like an ice box. And they now have this like pregnancy mode where it can like change week to week. I think a lot of stuff out there is gimmicks, but I actually do believe in this one. And when I first got the first generation, they told me about it. I was like, I think this is like BS. Who would pay for this? And then I actually used it, and I was like, okay, I actually see why it's phenomenal.
What do you have on your skin right now?
Yeah.
It's very glowy.
Oh, thank you. Well, I had Glam Squad, so I will say they did my makeup.
That's
but
so good.
I do. You should see all my videos. I open up with a Wise Beauty lip gloss. You've seen it like a gloss. I keep it very simple. I use retinols, and I've tried the dermaplaning. It didn't react well on my skin.
I didn't
like it.
I didn't like it.
Especially for
It actually
sensitive skin.
Made me break out.
Did it? Yeah, that's what happens to a lot of people. I started taking the Mind Body Clear Stem pills because I was this close to going on spironolactone because I was like getting so much hormonal acne from my IUD. And someone's like, before you go down that road, because it's a Band-Aid, try the Mind Body Skin by Clear Stem. And I was like, ugh, this is probably not going to work. I'm on my second bottle, and I will say I've been getting a lot of compliments.
Your skin looks great.
Your
Oh,
skin
thank
looks
you.
great.
Thank you. So I feel like it's working. Obviously, like trying all the hydration electrolyte packets, and now I'm on K2O by Kylie's collagen packet. So I'm like trying to, do that. What else? Obviously, I do my Botox, so that I got to go back.
I just put a pint in my face with Dr. Hale. I was like,
Jack me up.
I was probably in that chair for 30 minutes. I'm like, just Botox. I like used 27 vials.
How many units?
I have no idea, but I was like, just lift this neck up. Like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, you
you
do
got
the
me
neck.
into the neck.
I haven't done the
She
neck,
got me
the
into the neck
Nefertiti
last summer.
neck lift. I've never done it, but I've heard good. And the
This
traps.
is Botox.
Wow.
The Botox
This is
in it.
Botox. Marnie Nussbaum did us in New
We were
York.
just
She's
talking-
amazing.
Yeah.
She's so good.
I've heard great
And
things.
Holly Bakshana did me here.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, squeeze. I'm like,
You can't.
I'm like,
I thought you
and
were
then-
going to pass out when you first had it done.
yeah, because I'm like, you're gonna kill me. Like, you know, break
Gonna
it
hit a
off.
vein.
An artery is gonna. I don't even know, but I can't take it. Okay. What's some things that you're very skeptical about, but you want to try, whether it's wellness, fitness, beauty?
I am very intrigued by the GHKCU peptide. Like
I
that's what
just
everyone's
started
doing.
taking it.
The one thing that's stopping me is I have a little bit of fear of needles of doing it myself. Like I go get my
girl,
Botox.
Give me your belly.
Okay,
so
so maybe.
I mean,
But also I heard it really
I can
stings.
crush that for you.
I heard it stings.
yes, it's basically
What is it?
stabbing me.
GHSQ?
GHKCU. So it is the glow, like
GHKCU.
skin peptide.
It's
Ugh.
stabbing me right now. I did it this
Is
morning.
it worth it? How
I
long
don't
have you been on? So everyone thinks it's great.
I don't know. I can't tell.
It hasn't been studied. I'm very like, it's funny because even though I'm into the wellness stuff, I'm very into science.
By
It's a
the
lot.
way, we are not doctors.
Doctors,
So I
yes,
just want to be
I-
really clear, James
We're not
Adams,
medical
if you're
experts.
listening, my lawyer, we are not medical experts. This is just things we are trying.
We're
We're going
experimenting.
to
We're the guinea
Korea.
pigs.
Yes, I love
After.
that. But I will say one thing that's also like a very, I think has been so hyped up this year that I'm like a little suspect about are vibration plates.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
I don't think it moves the needle. I mean,
sure.
there's evidence of like a little bit of circulation, but I think people think like, oh, it replaces a workout or like your lymphatic drainage. No, go for a walk. Like you don't need that
You
honker
know what
of
I
a thing.
do love? The higher dose blanket.
Oh,
love
yes.
that.
Is amazing.
love mine.
And Sarah Raggi actually gave me this mat that has like prickly
Yep.
like needles. I love that. If you're just
PMF
like,
or something?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
PMF, laying on it. I do believe in red light therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I just read an article in your new beauty that you're on the cover of that was all about the red light therapy. And it was really, really eye-opening. Like it really is something that's just not gimmicky.
You have to read the article in there. It's the new beauty edition. Moi, on the cover. It's so good. They did this whole deep dive about, which we've got to have on the podcast. We've got to like unload on this. Fillers before a facelift. And they do like a 3-page, break it down, different
Sculptra,
doctors,
everything.
Sculptra, the whole thing. Very interesting.
I'm very intrigued also by Sculptra, but I
Marnie
hear that.
Nussbaum is violent. When I say she had a
this is good
visceral
to
reaction
know.
to it.
I more like want to learn more about it. I think I wouldn't use it, but I'm just like, what is the deal? Because some people say it's the best thing ever. Other people say don't ever do it.
She just said that if you were to want to get a facelift later in life,
Yes.
if you want to do anything, and you also can't
Wait a
control
year.
it, where you inject it is not where it
Like,
necessarily
where it
ends up.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is it's a slippery slope, and you can't dissolve it. You have to surgically remove it.
Yeah, that's what I hear too.
She said, I mean, when I asked her about it, because I was following someone on Instagram who I think looks beautiful, and she was talking about how she does Sculptra and thinks it's changed her face, and she looks amazing. So I went in and I said, Marnie, like, would you ever do Sculpt? And she, I thought, was going to lose her mind on me. Like, she went and she's like, I'm sorry, I just got really heated about it. And she did. She was very
feel
much
like
against it. And I trust her.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's a very controversial topic on TikTok. It's like you see the people that are like, it's the best thing, and then people say, do not go near it.
I think the problem is, I think it gives you that beautiful sculpted look. I've never used I've never used it, Sculptra, but again, you don't know where it goes. I think that's
It
where
can harden the tissue, apparently. So it can create lumps. It's like, it's not, it sounds kind of scary to me.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's so many new things that are coming out right now.
I'm so excited.
And it's like, there's the Preservé breast augmentation that you could do at your lunch hour. And I'm just like,
What?
Yeah. It's like,
Wait, who was talking about this? Emily was talking about this, like the ballerina boobs
the
or whatever.
ballerina boobs.
Yeah.
What's the ballerina boobs?
It's just a term for a small boob job, like very small, but now they're doing it over the muscle with Motiva implants, and they're doing it in a preserving way where you don't have to cut the muscle. And it's called Preservé technique, and only like 50 doctors in the US can do it. So
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about
that.
either. Listen,
Getting a boob job on my lunch hour. I don't know. Maybe put.
I know.
I'd rather just get
Right?
Botox in my lunch hour.
More
Yeah.
thought
So
into that.
there's a lot of stuff coming out, and it's like when you're on TikTok on social media, it's very convincing. But it's like, what is this going to do in 10 years?
No.
How are my boobs?
I
gonna
just
look in
think
10
it's
years?
like the CO2. Got to get the CO2. Got it. Now it's like the baby CO2. Got to get the Fraxel. Got to get the Fraxel. Now it's the baby Fraxel. I think, listen, we love something that's big as Americans. We love the,
We love a trend.
We love a trend. But I do think I think, who gave us this advice? Ask a friend. Ask someone
Levine.
who's done it. Levine.
Stephen
Dr.
Levine.
Levine gave that
Stephen
advice.
Levine.
Stephen Levine, who we love.
Yeah,
He was like,
the-
I'm not a
he's the
big,
guy.
I'm not big on social. He was like, I don't want people to find me on my Instagram.
Well, sorry.
He was
That's-
like, now he's fine. Everybody finds things of Kris Jenner. But
yeah. But he said, ask someone that you love their work.
Yes.
Right. And that's like, again, not every face is, equal and things are different, but work is work. I mean, I think some, we talked about this when she did her lower bluff, like she went to an ocular surgeon that just does eyes.
I wanted the expert. I didn't want someone that does 17 things. Like if he's putting,
Totally.
that was just me.
Yeah, I always think that too. Like, if you got to go for the specialist,
Yeah.
always.
Activewear, it's become a whole world of its own. What's the trend shift you're seeing and where is it going?
A major shift from the Pilates princess, everything matching, muted colors, like very neutral, very clean girl aesthetic. That's going out. Like, I think we're always going to be wearing the matching set, but now we're seeing a lot more vintage inspired, a little mix and matching, natural fabrics, a little more undone.
The baggy pants everybody's
The baggy
working.
pants.
I
I was
love.
going to say next, the baggy pants, the track pants, the sweatpants. The women in, LA, New York are wearing the Free City sweatpants and the sports bra. So I think it's become a little less serious and a little more just like effortless.
Yeah.
And, a little also more European, like not as much tight back, like slick back buns, a little messier, but still very chic. The bare nails, a lot of women are rocking those. And it's just, even though I haven't gone on that trend yet, even though it's not activewear, but it's a lot more like 90s, 2000s, think like Princess Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Understated.
Understated.
Can we talk about how buying glasses used to be the most unnecessarily complicated experience? You'd walk into a store, everything felt overpriced and outdated, and you're supposed to decide if frames look good on you from a tiny mirror under fluorescent lighting. Warby Parker completely changed that for me. Nothing comes close on quality, price, selection, and customer service. Their virtual try-on is a total game changer. You just point your camera at your face and you can try tons of frames on in real time, right from your phone. And once you find your pair, you realize how much easier they've made the entire process. Prescription glasses start at $95, so you're not choosing between stylish and affordable anymore. You actually get both. And it's not just glasses. They have contacts, sunglasses, online eye exams, all in one place. Plus, 300 retail stores if you want the in-person experience. Right now, buy one pair of glasses and get 20% off any additional pairs at warbyparker.com/lipstick. That's 20% off any additional pairs when you purchase one pair at warbyparker.com/lipstick.
Real change doesn't come from quick fixes. It comes from building a routine. That's exactly what Nutrafol is about. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1.5 million people. Their formulations target key root causes of thinning, stress, hormones, nutrition, and aging, tailored to your life stage, including postpartum and menopause. Automated deliveries, free shipping, up to 20% savings, free one-on-one naturopathic doctor consults, and a complimentary Headspace membership. See thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code lipstick. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code lipstick. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code lipstick. Little rapid fire. Best workout class you've ever taken?
You know, I gotta say, my ideal workout class is KK Sweat in New York.
The trainer who changed how you think about fitness.
I have two. One is Harley Pasternak, I've
Love
worked out
Harley
with.
Pasternak.
He is so good. And I think he just really simplifies. He's really simplified for me, like fitness, and not to like overthink the minutia. Like a lot of what I learned is from him. I would say him.
Go-to move when you only have 10 minutes.
I would say I go for a walk.
LA or New York fitness culture?
This is hard, but I think I used to think New York, but now I think LA.
Because you're a mom and you don't have time. Keep
Exactly.
going.
And it's like, there's just it's impossible to get into the New York ones.
Yeah.
And there's so many good ones here that are opening up, like so many.
The instructor I think we know, everyone should know about right now, Gabe.
Yeah, I would say Gabe from The Ritual.
Best activewear purchase you've made in the last year?
I think my Form activewear set. I love Shop
Form.
Form.
Wellness treatment that changed your life.
I am a really big believer in magnesium. Like that has been
We
so
are too.
good
So
for
are we.
me.
Do you
Yeah.
take it capsulated or do you take powder? Or how do you take it?
I've taken the Mag O2. It's like the most basic thing from Amazon. They're pills. And I think that it actually like works so well for sleep, digestion, everything.
Oh my God, you're so fun. Can we be
Aw.
friends?
Yes. Yeah,
Can't wait
let's go to a workout.
Go to Korea with you on Wilshire.
We should just plan a Korea trip.
On Wilshire
Oh my
Boulevard and
God.
go to Japan when we go get our
I wanna
head
do all of
massage.
Can we just take the podcast on the road to
Can you
Korea?
imagine? We should do an entire episode and just go try shit.
I know.
Oh, 100% you should.
We ask every guest before they go, if you could give advice to your 10-year-old self, what would it be?
Ooh. I think trust your timeline.
Mm-hmm.
I was someone that was such a late bloomer in life. Like just growing up, I remember feeling like I was so behind, or I looked like I was 10 when I was 16. And I would put so much pressure on myself to rush. But I think everyone has their own story and journey. And I think that like trust the process, that your time will come.
You're amazing.
Love that.
We want to work out with you. We want to be friends with you. Like I said, we are going to Korea. Make sure you follow Dale on Instagram at Sweats and the City if you aren't already. You're so fun. I love
you.
I
So enjoyed this.
Thanks for having me.
So
I love-
insightful.
It's so insightful,
I hope
and
it
we
was-
love the niche that you've created and
Yeah.
done.
And what a name. We love a good name. Sweats in the
Love a
City.
good name. Elizabeth was like Sweats in the City.
Yeah, I love
It's
it.
good.
It's like, 10 years ago I thought of it, but now it's like still around.
All right, guys. Well, that was
It's a
fun.
wrap.
That was fun.
Thank you
That was a
so
wrap.
much.
Thank you.
This was
Thank you.
so
That was great. Thanks for listening to Lipstick on the Rim with Molly Sims and my ride or die, Emma Shagormley. We are so excited to bring you guys along on this journey with us. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Lipstick on the Rim and at Molly B. Sims, or my website where you can dive deeper into our favorite products and more at mollysims.com.